Let's take you to Kano State, where Governor of the state, Abba Yusuf, has restated his administration's zero-tolerance stance on corruption, pledging sustained support for transparency and accountability in governance. The governor made this known at a lecture to commemorate the 2025 International Anti-Corruption Day. TVC News senior reporter Ibrahim Isa has this story.
The fight against corruption remains a top priority for government across Nigeria. In Kano State, the Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, with the backing of the Abba Yusuf administration, is stepping up efforts to check corrupt practices and strengthen public accountability. As part of these efforts, stakeholders from across the state gathered at this forum to review progress made so far and identify strategies for deepening transparency and good governance.
It's a memorable day to Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission as we try to unite with youth to fight corruption, because in PCACC we believe that the commission alone cannot really do this battle. So we have to really partner with each and everybody, particularly the youth, because we believe they are the future of tomorrow and they are the ones that are mostly affected by the effects of corruption.
Represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Umar Farouk, Governor Abba Yusuf called on young people to take the lead in the anti-corruption drive, describing their involvement as vital to building a transparent and prosperous Kano State.
Corruption is not merely a crime. It is a direct assault on the poor, the vulnerable, and the future of our children. The youth are only victims of a corrupt system. They are also agents of change, and they can use their energy, creativity, and technology to expose corruption, demand accountability, and promote transparency.
Participants at the event emphasized the need for sustained collaboration among government institutions, civil society organizations, and the youth to entrench integrity in public service. They expressed confidence that, with consistent political will, Kano State can emerge as a model in the fight against corruption. Ibrahim Isa, TVC News, Kano.
And TVC News senior reporter Ibrahim Isa is in Kano and he joins me on the news from the state. Ibrahim, you reported that the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission is stepping up its efforts. What specific roles does this commission play in checking corruption at the state level?
Well, the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission says it is drawing up modalities that would ensure the fight against corruption is deepened. And one of the strategies the Anti-Corruption Commission officials say is the training of its staff in that aspect, and also engagements like that which was conducted during the National Anti-Corruption Day. So those are some of the things that they say would help them deepen the fight against corruption.
So a notable part of the governor's message was a call for youth leadership in the anti-corruption drive. Why do you think the youth involvement is being emphasized, and how realistic is this expectation?
Well, the government sees the youth as key stakeholders in fight against corruption, because they are the younger generation and they need to understand the nitty-gritty, what they need to do and what they need not to do when they have the chance to be probably in public offices and probably in private spaces. So the government sees the youth as very important. That is why they insisted that the youth must be in that gathering. They insisted that they must hear the voice of the youth. They insisted that the youth must be engaged to understand what the negativities of corruption and anti-corruption, when it fights, is would bring about underdevelopment. So the government is working closely with the young people in Kano State to strengthen the fight.
Right. Fighting corruption is actually very important for any country or indeed any state in terms of development. But we'll leave it here, Ibrahim Isa. Thank you so much for the update. Thank you.